Hey guys, what's going on? This is the conservative speaking, and I wanted to talk about Joe Biden once again. So, as you guys, if in case you guys don't know, um, the August 31st deadline to withdraw all the troops and all of the other American servicemen and servicewomen, along with the allies, is approaching. It's actually tomorrow, and I have to say that this is one of the first times that I can imagine in which people are really uncertain about whether people are going to get in out of Afghanistan on time. And I can tell you this right now. People will not get out. All right? Everybody is not going to be able to leave by the 31st. And wow, oh wow, what a shame it is. What a shame that Joe Biden didn't have the cojones to stand up to the terrorists and tell them that they need to back down, that we need to get our people out, and you should not get in the way of us doing so. But see, this is the difference between the leadership of Joe Biden and the leadership of Donald Trump. Now, under the Great White Hope, none of this would have happened. As a matter of fact, we wouldn't even have to worry about having any casualties because it would have been done the right way. All right. The vulnerable people, which are the American servicemen and servicewomen, along with the allies, would have been evacuated first prior to then getting the troops out. But Joe Biden fumbled with this. He doesn't want to own up to it. And because of this, now we are going to be in turmoil with the Taliban, and we are not looked upon as a serious country because it was the Taliban that said that we needed to get out by the 31st. And the great white dope, Joe Biden, obliged to the demand, other rather than saying that we will stay there as long as our people are there, and we will leave as soon as our people are out. That is what you would expect to hear from a leader. But we all know that Joe Biden is anything but that. And because of that, there were already 13 U.S. service men and women that were killed, along with 170 Afghans, when an ISIS K bomber went in and detonated itself onto the Kabul airport, killing all of those people. And honestly, it's an act that easily could have been avoided had those people came out of there in the first place. I wonder how Joe Biden is going to feel now having to meet the families. I wonder what that phone call is going to sound like when Joe Biden either has to speak to them by phone or in person. I wonder how that conversation is going to go about, because I'm sure the family members wouldn't have mind had their loved ones been killed actually fighting for the war, not being killed because they were hostages due to the lapse of judgment in the Biden administration. I mean, these deaths were preventable, easily preventable. They knew ahead of time. They knew that by withdrawing all the troops, by closing the air base, by depleting the air support, they knew that the Taliban would have easily taken control over that country. They knew it. They did it anyway. Joe Biden did not have any plan at all to first withdraw the men and women, especially the ones that were vulnerable, to get them out of the way. I mean, to actually evacuate them prior to evacuating the troops. No, the whole plan was for Joe Biden to withdraw the troops, and that's that. And they did that, and they did that under the knowledge that the Taliban were going to take over as soon as that happened. And guess what? Sorry about that. Um, Long and behold, what happens? They wind up taking over. What a shame. What a shame. The only thing I can say is, I feel for the families. I feel for the families that lost their loved ones. It's one thing when you lose your loved one knowing that they went into combat. It's another thing knowing that you lost your loved one when that shouldn't have been the case at all. That's a different type of pain that they're going to go through. This man is incompetent. He has already caused the deaths of 13 U.S. servicemen and servicewomen, along with 170 Afghan allies. All right. He's already caused tension between the U.S. and the Taliban. He has already kowtowed to the enemy, the same enemy that said death to America. He already kowtowed, all right, and pretty much submitted to the Taliban. The Taliban said August 31st, get your people out, or we are going to kill them, and Joe Biden obliged to it. Okay, I don't want to cause any conflict. This man is not a leader. He is a loser. Okay? And everyone that voted for him clearly has egg on their face. You people, the ones that voted for the great white dope, you have egg on your face. All right? The Biden administration, they have egg on their face. And let us not fool ourselves. Let us not fool ourselves at all. This will be a dark stain in his presidency, and this will have him immediately register as one of the worst presidents to ever hold office in the United States of America. The worst by far. The worst. Again, I was going to put Jimmy Carter, then Obama, and then Joe Biden. But Joe Biden definitely takes the cake. This has to be the worst fumble of foreign policy that I've ever seen from any president at all. No one should have been lost. When you go to war, you're expected to lose people. You just want to make sure that you devise the right plan so that you don't lose as many people. But that's when you're going to war. You're expected. You're expecting casualties, especially when you're going out and you're fighting. This was not a fight. This was supposed to be an evacuation, and it was supposed to be a smooth evacuation. But the Biden administration had no intent of withdrawing our most vulnerable allies. They had zero intent of trying to withdraw our most vulnerable U.S. servicemen and servicewomen along with the Afghan allies. That was never, ever in the plans at all. And then get this. The Biden administration gave the Taliban a list of people that they need to look out for in case they happen to come to one of the airport checkpoints that the Taliban are guarding, just so that they can be able to have them safely get on the plane and then have them leave out the country safely. So practically what Joe Biden did was that he gave a list to our enemies. He gave a list of the people that are in Afghanistan and told them to keep them safe. That's just like drawing red to a bull and saying, don't charge after me. Joe Biden practically gave a kill list to our enemies. Just another blunder in the Biden administration. So guess what's going to happen? So the Taliban now has a list of American people who helped defeat them. They are going to now look for those people. They are going to torture them, and they are going to kill them. Round of applause to the Biden administration. Such a beautiful plan. Why didn't I think of that plan myself? Oh, that's a great plan. You really trust that the Taliban are going to keep these people safe? No, they're going to go out and they're going to kill them. So Biden gave out a kill list. Amazing. Hey, that's your president. These are the people that are in charge. This is our president. Amazing. All I can say is, may God have mercy on this country. May God have mercy on this country. But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. Uh, click the like button if you like this video. Subscribe so I can be able to provide more content. And with that being said, this is the conservative signing out.